Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Resort Boss Golf. And before we really get down to business, I think it's probably worth addressing some slight differences that you may be seeing in the course right now. It's not exactly the same as it was in the first episode. It is mostly the same, that's for sure. There's been a couple of alterations, pretty much because the game, since it's in early access, there are still a couple of little bugs here and there. So when I tried to save the course that I'd lovingly built up over the course of the first episode, didn't really like that, and it crashed and it didn't save. But basically, what we've got here is the exact same course. Everything is pretty much the same. The date is exactly the same. The restaurant is a slightly different shape, but it's still the same. Same with the clubhouse. Same with everything. Everything is still very, very much the same. However, what is not the same is a couple of the messages that we have been receiving. So let's go through them. A membership application. Do we even have the ability to add memberships? Formally apply for membership at our prestigious resort. How nice! 57-year-old golf from Poland. If we accept the application, our result will grow to 1 member and we will receive $1,000. Sure, I'll take that. 8 Angels thoughts on hole 1, but as good as it is, as long as we don't get any horrible wind, it's simple enough to hit the green. A bit wider? Sure, I'll dismiss that. A pro golfer visit. Okay, that's fine. I will accept that. Facility construction. Believes our course would benefit from a new hotel. I will absolutely do that. Offering $16,000 to help some of the cost, but as long as the work is completed by the 18th of February. Sure, I'll accept that, but I don't think it's going to be done by then. But that's okay. Alright, and a bit wider. So clearly we need to do a couple of little things. Clearly the feedback is, let's get hole 1 to be a little bit wider first. I don't know why it's not a little wider. I guess we can build it out here. I mean, it's pretty simple as is, to be honest. Yeah, well, let's do that. It's literally effortless. I'm not entirely sure why it's going to make a difference. We are able to build a hotel. That is something that we discussed in the last episode. Boom. Here, we also need to get a staff room. That is something that I'm very conscious of. I also want to get more builders, because I don't think that they're currently building at the rate that we need to be building at if we want to get this hotel done by the... whenever it is, the 18th of February, which is 10 days. It's not a very long time to do it, but happy to make that happen. So, where do we want the hotel to go? Well, I think that this is probably a great opportunity for us to actually expand. So let me just exit out of here. Let me go into the resort expansions. Now, we've got 3 permits available. It will cost us $13,000 to get this next expansion. However, with this expansion over here, I did talk a little bit in the first episode about how we'd be expanding the golf course out in this direction. However, we could actually go either way. We could expand the course out this way, or we could expand it down this way, and then out here, and then up here. And if we get the plot over here, then that will mean that we can expand the facility section directly out this way as well. So, I'm thinking that we go straight ahead and buy that. It's going to cost us a pretty penny, $13,000. It's not exactly a small amount of money. Why are you walking out there? You're scaring me, video game. Come on. Alright, let's go to Facility Builder. Let's try and get a hotel up and running. Probably right next to the restaurant, I would guess. We'll make it a similarly sized establishment. 2 floors. Ooh, interesting little visual issue there. Alright, this is going to cost us a lot to get built if we bump it up to a 5-star facility rating. However, I think it might just be what we're looking for. Whoa, we can create a monster hotel. Well, I don't think that we really need a monster hotel. I think probably 2 floors will be more than enough at this moment in time. Let's just call it the Orbital Hotel, because I'm not very good at creative name schemes. What's the date? Still the 8th of February, that's fine. Let's go and do some decoration, shall we? Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not mean to do that. That is not what I wanted to do. I don't know why it Added a whole bunch of extra stuff there when I wasn't asking for it, but that is what it is. Let's go double door. Let's get some doors all sorted out. Let's get some long windows. Sure. We'll make this establishment look like a 5-star place to stay. All right, I'm just going to put windows everywhere. Because that way, everyone can see out, and everyone's going to be happy with me, right? That's the logic. All right, let's dump that down right there. Now, what's really important right now is that we hire enough staff to actually make this in time. So we want to probably try and get some skilled builders. Skilled expert builders. I think expert are the... I guess expert aren't the highest tier. I guess skill builders are the highest tier. Well, I want to get a couple of these then. Maybe expert are the highest tier. All right, well, I'll hire 1 expert, 2 experts, and oh, we got 5 out of 4 staff. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Well, whatever the case, we got a whole bunch more builders. So hopefully they're going to be able to complete the hotel by the pre-agreed timescale. Facility construction, yeah. All right, good. So this is going to be our 5-star facility. Now, of course, that doesn't stop us from building lower tier facilities. That's definitely something that we can do, but it's not something that we probably want to do right now, considering we've just poured, well, a heck of a lot of money into that hotel, if you include the expansion permit as well. Okay, this course is being widened slightly, which is great. The landscaper is taking a wee bit of time to do that, but that's not a problem. They're going to get there eventually. No real rush. We are progressing on. Okay, whilst that is all happening, I feel that we should probably try and have a little look at our ratings panel and see what we can try and improve. Membership of the Lifeblood, the higher profile you result have, find VIP guests. We are working on that. Profit. Yeah, I don't think that we're that profitable yet. Ooh, nice. We can have a little look at the guests. Very, very cool indeed. Now, what is the number of holes that we're allowed to build? Well, we can build 2 more holes. I feel that might be pretty much what we're after. Yeah, okay. Well, what I want to try and do is I want to try and make a little bit more variety in the holes, i.e. I want just like regular holes that end up really fitting into the landscape. So I feel that we should probably just start planning our next hole. Maybe we want to have the next hole be quite a long one, really. But I want to try and hide it behind some trees, maybe. You know, make it a little bit exciting, a little bit interesting. And we'll put the T right over there. You know, so at the moment it's quite a large hole, but we want to try and make it a little bit interesting. So we'll give some fairway over here. The green will stick there. Perfect. Put some rough out this way. Put some rough down that way. We don't want to get rid of these trees. In fact, we want to try and get a couple more. I'm going to put a bunker right about there. And then let's move the terrain a little bit. So the way that you change the brush size is by clicking on it. I don't know why that's the case, but hey ho. Okay. There we go. Depress that a little bit. And then bump this up a little bit. So we want to make it at least a little bit varied. There we go. There we go. That's looking pretty darn good. Yeah, I think that's a pretty varied course. Probably a little bit too much on the... Yeah, probably a little bit too much on that specific area. A little bit too high, but that's not a problem. So, coming further back, what do we want to see here? Well, ideally we want to see the fairway run down this corridor there. And then we want to place some trees, which we can't do here, but we will be able to do in a minute. We want to place some trees down this section, so that we want to try and give the golfers a little bit of a challenge to try and get past the trees, get around the natural the natural objects. The difficulty is apparently easy, which is a little questionable, to be honest. Maybe if I was to put a bunker in here. That bumps it to medium. Alright, well, let's do that then. So, theoretically, shouldn't be too difficult to do, but difficult enough that it will offer some challenge, which is exactly what we're after, really. I also want to get... I want to extend the fairway down here. There we go. Perfect. Will that change the... Did that change the difficulty? I wasn't actually paying attention. Span is average, and the difficulty is medium. The risk, it's tricksy. It's a real tricksy one. So, let's go and see if we can get some scenery. Some... No, that's too small. I want to get some pines. That's what I want to get. There we go. 600 bucks. 600 bucks worth of natural improvements. There we go. Alright, so all in all, I think that will certainly change the aesthetic of the course a little bit. You know, once we get some growth on these trees, it'll look pretty darn impressive, actually. There we go. Quite a nice tight, sealed off course. It's going to take a fairly long time for the groundskeeper to, or the landscaper to go and make that all happen, but hey ho. All right, what's going on here? Oh no, what the heck is happening? All right, this is a little bit of a problem. Wow, I hate emails. Inbox is very, very full. Could do with being a bit wider. All right, fine. Membership application. I mean, why would I reject membership applications? Request successful. Great. 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 16,000 have been wired to account. Perfect. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Membership application. Accept. You loved hole 1. Perfect. Accept the membership application. Very low risk. It appreciates an honest hole that shows me exactly how it is and treats me fair and square. Is that a problem? Is it a problem that it's a low risk hole? Formally apply for membership. 62 years old, from England. Put their application on hold until the new members lounge is built. I'll just put it on hold. Facility construction request. Okay, a new restaurant? Really? Do we need another restaurant? I don't think that we actually want another restaurant, to be honest. Dismiss that. Okay, so membership application. We do need to make sure that we try and build a members room. Can we even build a members room? I don't even know if we can. We can get a staff room. That is something that I do want to get up and running. Staff room should probably just be a fairly small building. I'm not entirely sure that I have an ideal location for the staff room. Because, you know, the golfers will get nice views from these windows here, so... There's no way that I can build it on top of... No way that I can build it on top of that building. I didn't think that that would be the case, but that's not a problem. What we should probably do is just make like a little small staff room out here. And you got to bear in mind that these trees will actually hide the staff room once it is up and running. So I suppose we can afford to make quite a large staff room, actually. Well, there we go. I'm quite happy with the way that that looks. It's quite a modern looking building, isn't it? Frame awning. I have literally no idea what that is going to look like, but hey ho. I also have no idea what these wood foundations are going to look like. And apparently I can only place them in some locations, or maybe I can place them in all locations and I'm just not placing it very well. There we go. Perfect. So wood foundations, let's get that down everywhere. Okay, yeah, sometimes it doesn't like to go down. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Yeah, see? I'm clicking all the time, but hey ho. We also need to get a door, because apparently that wooden awning doesn't count as a door. I mean, if I put a door underneath it, it'll probably count as a door, right? Just a single door I think is fine. Or not. Okay, apparently that's not a possibility. Can I remove the wood foundation? Nope. Apparently that's not a possibility either. Right. Expand that by 1. And then let's stick in a door. There we go. Alright, fine. And then we'll have a nice fashionable window over there. Then we'll go for the wood foundations. Now, can I build a wood foundation underneath the door? No, that's not a possibility. Alright, fine. Well, we've ended up with a less nice looking building, but that is still fine. It is still a building, and it's still nice enough. Message center, thoughts on hole 1. Could be a bit wider. I mean, I feel like it is pretty wide at the moment. Membership application. I do want to build more membership. I do want to build more membership facilities. Alright. Are we ready to open up hole 4 yet? It's close. It's going to take a significant amount of time to get it all built up because we only have 1 landscaper at the moment. Ideally, I'd like to get more landscapers. Can we fire some of our builders? Proficient builder, expert builder. Let's fire you, actually. What does that mean? How do I fire you? Can I fire anyone? I don't think I can fire anyone. Actually, that's a good point. I was looking at paths and I was thinking, yes, let's get some paths. Grass, stone. I think wooden paths would be kind of nice. Alright, I think that this is going to be... It's not entirely a nice path system. Alright, well, not much that I can really do about that. Will that allow them to get in there? I feel that that's a... I feel that's a pretty... fairly horrific pathing system, actually, but... That's not a problem. We tried, right? Can you stay on the path in order to get to the facilities, please? It's very important. Are we almost done with hole 4? I feel like we should just open up hole 4 right now. There we go. No golfers waiting. There's a golfer waiting right now. Hopefully our prestige is going to go through the roof. I would hope so, anyway. We've certainly improved the course substantially. Why is everyone just chilling around here? Not quite sure why that's happening, but that's not a problem. Alrighty, so now we've just got a whole bunch of trees to plant, and then we're pretty much there with the hole. And I've got to say, it does actually look rather spectacular. And it will, of course, be the springboard for our next hole, which is going to actually be conducted in a fairly similar vein, actually. But I want to try and make this hole a little bit more corner-based. I know that doesn't technically make any sense, but it will make sense as we rock and roll. I want to try and get a course that will go through this area, and then you'll have an area out here, and then you'll have to hit it up to hole 5. So this is by far the most challenging hole that we're gonna have thus far. Okay, apparently that needed to flatten out the land. Pretty disappointed with that, but that's okay. I'll make that a green. How has that just changed the difficulty to medium? And now it's an effortless hole. Doubting that very, very much indeed. Alright, so green over here. And then I want to basically create a whole lot of rough over here. Here we go. Okay, this is going to be a very, very challenging hole. There we go. So the idea is... Whoa! The idea is that hopefully you'll be able to hit it down this area and then hit it over here. You definitely will not be able to... You will definitely not be able to get it over this area. Yep, there we go. There's definitely going to be a hard prohibiting mountain range to stop you from hitting it around here. How is this free? Is this costing me absolutely nothing? One more. Right, change that. Okay, so that actually looks not too bad. I feel like we can probably make it a little bit less mountainous, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of got character, you know? Let's make a bunker, like right up here, and then we'll just make this entire area the green, right? Yeah, that's good enough. I'm pretty happy with that, you know? It's still a medium difficulty. I'm really not convinced that I believe that, but if that's what you want to believe, then that is totally fine with me. Surround this area with a bunker. That area is surrounded by a bunker, and then let's stick a little lake over here as well. And then, of course, we're going to have a whole bunch of trees. Difficulty is hard, the risk is treacherous, and the span is average. Well, that surprises me. I'm going to make a little lagoon over here. There we go. Look at that. That is lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Pure blue water surrounded by sand. Absolutely. Oh my goodness me. Alright, membership application. Yep. Dismiss. I don't want your thoughts on hole 3. Or hole 1. Or anything, actually. The hole could be a bit wider. How can I make it any wider? Alright, for goodness sake, people. Golfers must be the most complainy people in the entire world. Right. There we go. I'm going to add another $360 expansion to hole number 1 just to make it a tiny, tiny little bit wider, which is silly. Hole is not risky, which is refreshing. Too many designers try to create little gotcha moments with their holes. Yeah, you're telling me. Wants the resort to build a new restaurant. Not really. I don't want to build a new restaurant, thank you very much. And I can't take any more members on board, I'm afraid, at this moment in time. Money is good. Money is good. Apparently, a bigger bank account keeps owners and investors happy. VIP guests. We do need more VIP guests. And we do need a larger resort. And we are profitable. Don't get me wrong. It seems that we are making money. If we have a little look at here, we can see yeah, we ended up making money in February. Yeah. It's pretty good. We could take out a loan if we wanted to, I guess, but there's not really any point. I feel like our cash flow is actually relatively positive at the moment. Like, horrifically positive. Alright, are we going to get hole number 5 up and running? Because the sooner that we can get this area up and running, the better. I do need to, of course, try and add some environmental. There we go. Lots and lots of trees in this area. Try and hopefully disguise some of the horrific mountaineering. It's not technically mountaineering, I know. We'll try and disguise some of the horrific landscaping work that I did. I'm quite happy to spend a lot of money on trees, to be honest. Should we put a tree at the top of the mountain? Let's put 2 trees at the top of the mountain. Nothing says this is a very serious game like a couple of trees that just stick out a little bit. Alright, let's try and populate this area with a couple more trees as well. As I say, this is designed to be a very difficult hole, but I'm not entirely sure that the game calculates the difficulty of holes with trees involved. So we're going to have to see if the game takes it into account, but all things considered, I think that this golf course is actually looking pretty darn good. We have a staff room now as well, which is really, really nice. Hopefully we'll hit the local. We'll progress from the local pitch and putt level. I don't actually know how long that's going to take to do though. Okay, you're just going for a little afternoon hike. Moving to lay tile. All right, you're just making some rough ground. That's fine. All right, just going on a little hike. I do find that quite amusing. What if I was to turn this into a lake? I presume it would all be flattened out like what happened over here, but never really that sure. I want to try and hire some more staff. Apparently, apparently the staff room increases the number of staff that you can hire. Well, that is news to me. Let's hire the distinguished landscaper. And let's also hire a skilled landscaper. Sure. And also a proficient landscaper. And also another proficient landscaper. Because I do really want to try and advance the rate at which I'm building holes. And they don't seem to be costing that much money, to be honest. At least to me. Income. Expenses. How much are staff expenses? Salary, 9,000, 9,800. Now, is this predictive? This is going ahead of time, right? Or our income is... Okay, we're actually losing money. Okay, but that presumably combines... Yeah, so this will combine hiring fees as well as salaries. So I think once you take out the hiring fees, I think it should be fine. 5,000 in membership, restaurant sales, hotel sales, hotel stays, pro shop. We need a pro shop. Green fees. Yeah, why are we not getting any green fees? Why is everyone stuck over here? Is there a big problem? This seems to be a bit of a problem here. Why is this a problem? Can I put down a path here as well? Will that help you? Not entirely sure why everyone is still wandering around here. Walking to queue. Waiting for turn. Is there someone that's still playing? You're waiting for your turn. Well, if everyone's waiting for their turns, then who's gonna play? Who's playing? If I just disable the course, right? If I just... No, not that one. Click on it. Close it. And then open it. Will that make any difference? Well, the queue's gone, but so have the players. Everyone's sort of gone somewhere else. Oh, goodness. Hole 3, room for improvement. Oh, stop it. I don't want any improvement. I do want to get the ability to build a membership facility. That's definitely something that I'm keen on. But unfortunately, we do not have that ability yet. But you know what? Soon, so soon, we're going to be passing to into the second level, which I'm really, really excited for. And you know what? I think on that very positive note, we're going to open up hole number 5. If it's not already been opened, presumably it might open automatically. Yeah, it opens automatically. Okay, that's pretty darn good. I'm pretty darn good. We're going to open up hole number 5, as it has already been opened, which I'm very, very happy about. And then, ladies and gents, we're going to call it a day right there. Thank you very, very much for watching. This has been Resort Boss Golf. I'll see you next time. Bye.